All right, I'll kick it off with a brief introduction. Thank you to all the teams for participating. We're really excited to have you all back and participating for another excellent year of University Challenge. We think we've picked out a very, very interesting site that's gone through multiple iterations of highest and best uses recently, being constructed as an industrial building originally and then converted an office. And now it's up to all of you on what the next iteration of the highest and best use for this given site is. And without further ado, I'll kick it over to Tyler, who is with Wildomere Capital. And he is working for the company that owns the subject site and was gracious enough to let us use it for this year's competition.
Hey everyone, Tyler Monson. I'm with Wildomere Capital Management. I'm our Vice President of Asset Management for the company. So yeah, welcome to the 2025 University Challenge, and we're excited to share a little bit of information about the site with you today. I am going to go ahead and try to, it's been a while since I've used Zoom, so get this presentation started and share my screen without crashing a Surface tablet. Yes. All right. Can you currently see the screen I am
Yep.
sharing?
Yep.
Ken?
In the Plymouth Corporate Center.
Perfect. All right. So Plymouth Corporate Center is this year's 2025 University Challenge site. It's located at 1405 Zenium Lane North in Plymouth, Minnesota. Come on, slideshow. All right. Centrally located, it's at the junction of I-494 and County Road 6. Plymouth Corporate Center offers quick access to downtown Minneapolis, the North Loop, West End, and the South and North suburban markets. It also provides convenient access to mass transit and is in close proximity to the Loose Line Trail, many regional parks, restaurants, hotels, and retail. Plymouth Corporate Center provides a unique opportunity to combine first-class office space, some Class A amenities, warehouse, tech, and lab space all under one roof. So to give you an overview of the site, it is a single parcel with 40 acres of land. The site is currently zoned for planned unit development, and the city of Plymouth has adopted the 2040 comprehensive plan. It does guide the site to industrial, but with our assumptions, assume that the city of Plymouth will work with you under the current planned unit development. To give you a little more reference, this is an overview of the site. So you can see Plymouth Corporate Center located here. It is right off of I-494, County Road 6, Highway 55 to the east. And on the south side of the property, you have the Loose Line Trail as well as railroad, and then a substation that can provide ample power. Most of the area surrounding it is industrial, but just north of this is a lot of retail, a lot of housing, and just south is our Ridgedale Mall. So to give you a better overview, where it's located, it's in Plymouth, just north of Minnetonka, 15 minutes from the downtown CBD, and just under 30 minutes to the airport. We do have a bus line that runs right to the property with our own stop. And like I mentioned, the Loose Line bike trail is connected. So we do have a lot of bike commuters that can come in and out should they want to ride to the property. And then just a quick overview, shout out to our CBRE team who does the leasing, just to show you how amenitized the area is. So a little building overview. So the building was built in 3 phases, starting in 1974 with additions in 75 and 76. In 98, it was converted to mostly office. And then in 2009 was when it was multi-tenanted. Up until that point, it had been a single user building. Phase-wise, it was built, like I mentioned, 3 phases. So 1974, the core in green was built. This comprised of all warehousing space, and it was made up, or it was originally constructed for the Litton Microwave Group. That consisted of about 28-foot clear and a section of 32-foot clear warehouse, which was unusual for the time. 1975 added the addition to the north and west of the property, with the final front addition in 1976. Here's the current footprint of the building. In the mid 90s, there was a second story added. So the front was originally comprised of 2 stories, but everything kind of this line and back was actually put in by Carlson companies in the 90s when they converted it to their headquarters and fully went from an industrial building to making that an office building. That left kind of just what's highlighted in yellow here as the warehouse, and that's what stands today. So we have just over 100,000 square feet of warehouse today and about 560,000 square feet of office space between the two stories. Looking at this building, the mezzanine level is this second, but if you were to remove that, everything from this line back to this line here would be a 28-foot clear space with 32-foot in the front, and then everything on this side is 32-foot clear of that wall. Quick building specifications. Primary use is office warehouse. Building is 44 years old at the oldest. It is a single building, 1 full story with a partial second story to it. Total of 628,000 square feet. On-site parking, we have 2,560 total spaces. That includes 31 spaces in an interior executive garage. The building has 28-foot to 32-foot clear heights. We have 13 docks on site with a drive-in ramp to access the exec parking. Additional docks can be added. Plenty of electrical power, 2,000 amp service with 480, 277 volt, 3-phase. And floor specs, we've got a 7-inch depth, 4,000 PSI concrete floors. As we mentioned, the building is amenitized. So for a warehouse building that was converted to office, we offer a lot of the amenities you wouldn't find in your traditional warehouse office, warehouse industrial space. We have an on-site cafe. You can see that in our top right corner, top left corner and right is the seating area. We have 8 conference rooms on site, a training room, fitness center, convenience store, indoor parking, and then on-site maintenance for the property.
Cool.
And then just wanted to highlight the project assumptions for the site. So these are all in the packet, but your corporate office building, 40-acre site, planned unit development with a guide for industrial. All utilities are readily available at the property. The property is clean, so the only easement you would have to worry about is the access to the New Horizon Academy Child Care Center to the west of the property. No environmental considerations, purchase price of $56 million, and then you can leave the building as is, remodel, demolish, partially demolish the building. It's up to you how you want to take on and create the highest and best use. And then we will deliver the property unencumbered, so you don't have to worry about the cacophony of tenants and rent rolls and when those roll. Uh, Last thing I have, and I'll try to drag this over, I've got just a video that our CBRE team put together just to give you an idea of how the building stands today. All right, hopefully that came through all right. I can send the link if you guys want a copy of it along with the marketing material our teams put together. Um, but yeah, that concludes our quick overview of the property, and we'll open it up to teams for questions.
Hi, this is the Marquette team here. I just have a quick question. So I know that we're supposed to assume 100% vacancy, and if I'm correct, it's currently occupied by Huntington Bank. If we were to assume 100% vacancy, is it structured completely how it is at the moment? As in, if a bank were to be a tenant, would it be like remaining the same as it is right now?
As in, would the use of the building stay office or
So Huntington Bank is obviously structured to be a bank at the moment. Are we assuming it's just that but vacant?
no?
Yeah.
So yeah, the building can be anything you want. Huntington Bank takes a square footage, but it is a multi-tenant building. So we
Yeah.
have tenants with lab space, tenants with office space, tenants with more industrial warehousing. So Huntington takes a large footprint, but we will be, providing the building as a vacant space for you, so you don't have to worry about the considerations. But yes, the space that they would occupy would remain office. So if you would like to convert it to a warehouse use, that would be part of the
Okay,
project.
okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
How many tenants are there currently?
We have 5 tenants currently that take the entire building. So we are, with a couple give back spaces in the last year, we're currently 97% occupied, with Huntington being the major tenant in the building.
What's like the I guess the split between the 5 different tenants, and like do they occupy roughly equal portions of the building?
No, no, Huntington's 77% of the building. Um, our other tenants are on average about 50,000 square feet apiece. We have Baxter Medical. They have lab space in the building. Aetna CVS has their Minnesota division, and Honeywell takes up office space on the second floor. And then we have Comworks New Era, which has warehousing and office space through in the building.
Any more questions about the site, the competition itself, how any of that works?
Yeah, so do we have any hindrances from the XL Energy complex right next to our property here?
I
Would
guess
that,
by hindrance is what it's a separate parcel.
yeah,
Yeah, Xcel Energy owns it, but I mean it's a substation. They've increased their power, but there's no they have access to the south of the property to their own space, so they don't access through our site. The only thing they would have would be the power line, utility lines that go
okay.
through, and that was all upgraded last year. So I wouldn't I wouldn't worry too much about any hindrances from the substation as they just ran completed their large improvement project this past year, running all new lines out of that site.
Tyler, so you're saying there's no easements to the substation through the site?
Correct. No easements to the substation. The only easement would be to the New Horizon daycare here. They have an easement from County Road 6 through the parking lot to their parcel here.
Where are the indoor parking spots located on the site?
Yeah,
What part of the building? Is it north, south?
it's central. I will show you on the overhead here. So this is our warehousing portion. The interior parking garage is highlighted in yellow here. So you access that from a drive-in ramp that comes through the dock area and then into this indoor parking area.
Will we be able to tour the property?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, Stefan, I know my contact information is in the packet, so if you would like to tour the property in person, you're welcome to reach out to me and we can find a time that works to meet on site and walk through the building.
Awesome, thank you.
We can send you an email as well because we're looking to get a tour in the next month or so, if that works out.
Perfect. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Any other
Oh.
I was any slides you wanted me back up to just to see site? I can share this as well. And
Yeah,
it's
can we get access to the indoor pictures?
yeah, we can pull together our marketing photos that we have and
Great.
put in the share drive.
And then these floor plans would be super helpful as well if we can get access.
Sounds good.
We can add the PowerPoint, I'm assuming, Tyler. We can share that.
Yeah.
We'll add that to I think it's a Google folder I set up with other info. So we'll add the PowerPoint, link to that video that we saw. and anything else that comes up, but I'll send out an email once that stuff is all uploaded, and as well as the link to this video. So
I know you had mentioned something about a mezzanine floor. Is there anything in between the first and second, like a storage area, or I was confused by that?
No. So the Carlson companies, to convert from warehouse to office, added a second story.
Okay.
So on this floor plan, this entire south side of the building and then a portion of this kind of central area here were added, I think it was 2009, by Carlson companies to give additional space for their corporate headquarters location. So they took what was wide open industrial space and created a second story on it. So that's
Okay.
that story of you went from an industrial building to an office building with a smaller warehousing component. So now the question is, with the location of the building and the environment in office, what made sense?
And then at the moment, does Huntington, I know you said 77%, is that first and second floor or just first floor?
First and second floor.
Okay.
So, but hence why we'll deliver it to you vacant,
Yeah.
because they they take up essentially this entire portion of the building and almost all the second floor.
Okay.
Was the second floor made out of like a mezzanine, or was it just added on top of the 28-foot ceiling?
It was added on top. So there was nothing in this area prior, and then they built that second story mezzanine level.
Okay, so there's still a warehouse space underneath the second floor, or is it just all like the office section office?
It's all office today. If you tore out that second story, it could be converted back to warehouse.
Okay, that makes sense.
I know that Meriton Health and then, like you said, Aetna and CVS have been tenants either in the past or currently. Is there any reason for that, or is it just office space?
Uh, it's been our ability to kind of cater to their desire for lab space.
Okay.
Baxter, which is now Vantive, runs their renal care division out of it. So they moved from a location in Golden Valley to our building, um, because they could have lab space within the building, still do light manufacturing, um, but the building with its amenities was better than warehousing. Uh, Better than a traditional warehouse while still being able to offer the flexibility for the need that they wanted.
Great. Thank you.
How much of the building has the like lab build out?
Right now, it is just the Baxter Medical Space. So they have a little over 30,000 square feet. 20,000 of that is built out to lab space.
Sorry, you said it was 20,000 for lab space, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Any final questions for Tyler or about the competition?
I think that's it on our side. I know we got some good questions here. If we can just get some of the pictures, we'll be definitely on a roll and looking forward to getting to see all you guys.
Perfect. No, that sounds wonderful. And if there are any questions, feel free to reach out to your school liaison and just have them. They'll forward the question through us, and then we can make sure you get an answer back in due time. The only other piece of housekeeping is we've had a couple more experts commit, so we'll send out a quick revision of the site packet with some additional experts here, probably in the next couple of days. We're just working on getting that finalized, and then I think if anything else comes up, please just let us know.
Yeah, we should have the experts finalized. We'll just wait till the last one gets in, so we just have to send the one updated site packet with all the experts. You have about, I think there's 4 or 6 in there right now. So you'll have some more experts to call, email, and then so we'll send that, the video, the link to this video, the video Tyler showed, the short CBRE video with pictures of the building, and then the PowerPoint. So, but as Eric said, if you have any other questions, reach out. We're happy to answer anything. If you ask a question that is something we decide we need to clarify for all the schools, we'll pass that information along. Something that was an oversight that we didn't think to tell you guys. But otherwise, that's probably about it for today. So, but yeah, if you have any questions about the site or the competition, the day of, what to expect, just let us know.
Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thanks. We look forward to seeing your proposals and seeing you guys give your presentations in April.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks all.